As one of the largest and most diverse countries in the world, the United States boasts an amazing amount of travel destinations, ranging from the skyscrapers of New York and Chicago, the natural wonders of Yellowstone and Alaska, to the sunny beaches of California and Florida. Here's a look at some states you may want to consider when writing your postcard about a real or imaginary trip. I hope you enjoyed, I hope you learned, and I hope you put in context everything that we have learned in class. Writing is like doing this exercise. When you practice and practice and practice, you're going to see that your brain is going to understand what your intentions are. Okay? Just do it and practice it. Let's dive into the why of the Spanish Odyssey in today's class. Before the avalanche of the social media, travelers around the world used to visit newsstands, bookstores, tourist centers, and on the go they would purchase postcards that they would send to the family or friends to share the best moments of the trips. On the count of 1, 2, 3, name some of the ways people nowadays share the best experiences when they travel. They travel and experiences. How do we do it today? 1, 2, 3. Think per share. Well, I think some of you guys may have named FaceTime, Skype, Instagram, Facebook. More book, less face. Or any other social media app. Today in Spanish class, we will unlock the past and we will describe our real or imaginary trip in a postcard. Let's take a challenge to explore new dimensions and new ways to describe our past experiences. Before we continue with the why of today's class, it is crucial to define writing. What is writing? You may wonder how or what teachers define writing. Writing is putting ideas and thoughts in paper or any visible text mode to convey meaning on information. Writing is clear, interactive, and communicative ideas that make a sense and that make a feeling. We text or write to argue, analyze, instruct, or in this particular case to entertain, advise, persuade, or inform about our trip memories. In order to write a good report or account of our travel experience, the Holy Trinity must be invited to our session today. The purpose, that's the first thing. What is your purpose? Why do you believe? What is your cause? What motivates you to write this? The audience, who you're going to write this paper, this document to, for whom this document is going to be sent. And at the end, the format, the form. Some other writers include the tone. Well, but in this case, where you're going to be using just the paper, the document, which is this postcard, the audience, for the teacher, for the family, and also the why, what are you writing? All right, so the guidelines. Expect the requirements. Choose one postcard template. You already did that. Dear students, basically you have in this paper the guidelines and the rubric. Okay, we're going to have now the example. This is the model. Everybody will get one of this. You can see the greeting here and also the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. As you can see, I'm using some connectors and also the verbs in past tense on period. As you can read in this paper, hola familia, hola, a greeting, buenos días, buenas tardes, good day, buen día, ¿cómo están? You're asking how they are feeling. Estas son mis vacaciones en Carolina del Sur. Just an introduction for the document. And then, first, Yo visité muchos museos con mis amigos. Después nosotros llegamos a la playa de Myrtle Beach. Nosotros tomamos el sol, caminamos y descansamos en un hotel. Mi amigo Rufus tocó la guitarra y Joanna cantó música country. Mis amigos Olivia y Abigail montaron bicicleta en la playa. Carolina del Sur es un lugar espectacular para pasar las vacaciones. Adiós. As you can see in this section of the postcard, you got the greeting here. The greeting. You got the body. The intro is right here. The intro because you want to introduce what you're going to be writing and doing. And at the end, just the closure or the conclusion. This is the conclusion. Here you can see the conclusion of the postcard. On the other side of the postcard, you can invent any address that you want to put here. I wrote 345 Dalzell Street, South Carolina, and then the date, the postcard. You need to go on to the back of the paper and you're going to read this information. All right? Grammar patterns and vocabulary. I want you to use verbs endings, like for example, hablar, comer, escribir. Look at the end is here, in the yo form, tu form, él, ella, usted form, nosotros, nosotras form, ellos, ellas, ustedes form. With the verbs ending in AR, ER, and IR. But also you need to include in your postcard verbs that use verbs ending in car, gar, sar. You can see example here, practicar, practiqué, jugar, jugué, casar, casé. It's important you use those words, those vocabulary in your postcard. Also, you can use some expressions of time in past tense. For example, yesterday, the day before yesterday, last week, last weekend, last month, last year, 2 days ago, 1 month ago, and so. Here, you're going to write your first draft. Okay, the first draft. So you can go here to the model, and you're going to see the model. Hola familia. So the first part is hola. You're going to start with your greeting, or you can say buenos días, buenas noches, buenas tardes, depending on the type of greeting you want to use. And then you just follow the pattern. I don't want you to copy exactly the same words, the same activities here. No, you need to search on the internet the activities that you can do in those places that you're going to describe. When you are done with this part of the postcard, you are going to show this proposal, this outline to the teacher. So he's going to read it for you, and then he is going to approve. He's going to give you, he's going to provide you the feedback. Once you get a feedback, and Mr. Martinez provide a check, now you can go on the front and you start writing the information. Once you finish with the information, like you can see some examples here. You can see some example here. Some beautiful examples in these postcards. You can see the introduction, the greeting, the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. Also the information here. This is about South Carolina. It's about South Carolina. We have another here from Washington, D.C. It is from Washington, D.C. The same thing. Hola, hermana. This postcard was sent to a sister. The same. North Carolina. I know that people live in North Carolina, like to go to North Carolina. And then we have, well, this postcard gave me a good idea. What about underlining or maybe circling or highlighting the verbs you are using in this postcard? The same thing. It's a great idea. We have another one here, Washington. And then we have a lot of postcards that you can take to write about. Okay, so as you can see, once you are done, oh, there is a template, and this person didn't like my template, so this person decided to get a postcard from his own country. So she did Puerto Rico. Okay, that's beautiful. And then you got here the greeting, the body, the introduction, the body, and the conclusion, etc. Because the lady went to internet, went to postcard from Puerto Rico, and she made something really beautiful too. Puerto Rico, and that's good. All right. So as I said before, you can just do any postcard you want. Here we got the New York, we got LA here too, the same information. All right, that's it. Okay, I'm gonna go back here now to my template. Those are my copies, the best copies of my students. All right. It's important, my dear students, that you at the end of the project you color it. You're going to use different colors. You can have a lot of colors. You can use colors from my box, and then you just come and and then you start coloring the postcard. Okay, you be creative. Don't forget to be so creative for this postcard. And once you are done with the postcard, don't forget to drop it in my box. Okay guys, I think that I have been really clear, very clear with you guys what I really want you to do for me. And well, have a good day, and let's keep on working on our postcard now. Now put your hands on task. Okay dear students, on the tables you're going to find some boxes full of colors you can use to color your beautiful postcard. All right, it's one of the boxes, and also we have another box here that you may want to use to color your postcard. Thank you very much. That's it. As you can see, you can get a lot of colors from the boxes. Okay guys, have a good day, enjoy, bye bye, see you.